Hi.
Right.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Long
Okay,
break.
long break. Uh, so now we're going to talk about Secret Lives and Mormon Wives, season two.
You're kind of echoey.
Am I? Okay, better?
Yep. You got to take a minute out or out and in.
Sometimes. Super annoying. Um,
Yeah. Who first on season two, though? Because good
okay,
Lord.
okay, let's talk about new chick, Miranda.
Well, new chick, but somehow old chick.
Yes, new old chick.
Pre-show. Pre-show chick.
Original mom talk
Yes.
girl. Okay. So I loved her. I thought that she
I
was
really like her, yeah.
I thought that she was exactly like she didn't say a lot. Definitely went through and dealt with the shit that she had to deal with. I loved that we saw her ex on there, the one that had caught feelings for Taylor. I loved that she stood up for Taylor and told him to get the fuck out. Like that's the father of her children. It might be her
Yeah.
ex-husband, but they're still like close, where she's hugging his girlfriend and I just loved her whole demeanor. The whole thing was just a matter
It
of
really
fact.
showed why the divorce happened, and it had
Yeah,
nothing to do with her or any of the swinging scandal. He's a
right.
an abusive narcissist. Like,
He kept doing this, and I was
oh,
like, when is someone going to say something? And she did.
yeah,
Stop pointing your finger at her.
yeah.
Thank God.
Good
And then
Lord.
Dakota acting like a fucking psychopath,
He is
trying
a
to,
psychopath. Go
God,
rewatch season one and you will see, like, you saw it the whole season.
I
He
did see it. Yeah.
he's insane.
And then you see like she's, she's trying so, Taylor's trying so hard to like,
Be
she said it.
rational.
Yes. And she's like, my head and my heart are two different things right now. And I know in my heart that I need to listen to my head in
Yeah.
this. And I mean, I don't see them ever working out. Why would she want to?
No, at this
Besides,
point,
besides forever, this not forever, but forever, their son,
yeah.
it's never going to work. It's too toxic. He can't be trusted. He is sleazy. Jenna called him out. Dry humping at 30, please get the
Yeah,
fuck
come
out of
on.
here. That's
And not
that
only did he do it, but he lied about it more than once.
right.
And all she said was, I just need to tell or to be told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had his chance multiple times. Like,
Multiple times.
and he still chose to lie. And then after he's caught, he's crying and sobbing to her
Right.
like it's her fault and she's evil. And that's what I mean by Taylor's mom is also evil. Because how can you watch this happen to your daughter? She's
Yeah.
finally standing up for herself. She's finally not gonna settle for a toxic relationship. And she's gonna
Or
finally do something good for her
organized
children and
religion.
herself.
Organized religion. That's
Oh,
why.
it's
The
disgusting.
same reason why they thought it was an appropriate conversation to have at a family dinner in front of the baby daddy to say that he treated you the way he did because you gave it for free. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Absolutely not.
I literally
Absolutely
almost
not.
stopped watching because I was
Right.
so
I was
mad.
like,
I
is
was
this
like,
a joke? Is this a joke?
oh,
I
I
was
was
like,
pissed off.
when is someone going to say, just kidding? You do you, boo. None of that happened. They
No.
literally just fucking punched her and punched her and punched her until she was literally in tears.
Yeah.
There was no reason for that to even happen. And the fact that they thought it was appropriate to blame her for how he cheated on her and treated her,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah, as
Absolutely.
if he didn't also have sex before marriage and also have sex with someone that wasn't his wife. Like, what? That shit
Huh?
pisses.
Again?
Like,
Come
do I
again?
agree? Maybe they shouldn't have slept together. Sure. But not because of any other reason than
No.
he's he gives me the fucking ick and he's very clearly toxic. Like,
Yeah. He
you
just
know,
wants a fast money payday. He wants he
he
wants what
wants
he wants when he wants it.
he wants that and then he realized, "Oh wait, maybe I do actually want Taylor because she's forever going to provide for me. She's
First of
always going to
all,
have my,
yeah.
you
First of
know."
all, Taylor is obviously the one that started MomTok. Second of all, Taylor is beautiful. She's young. She's ambitious. She's very down to earth. Yeah, can she be petty? Can't we all? Like, let's be real.
I mean, she deserves to be petty in some things. I mean, I
Well,
can't even
speaking that from the petty queen herself,
I love being petty.
I know you do.
Sometimes it fills my soul.
It
But you know
does.
what? Being petty is sometimes better than being downright mean. So,
I'll be mean.
petty is usually just like a, you know, I'm giving you what you're giving me. I'm just a little
Right,
better at it.
right. I, yeah, I absolutely loved Miranda.
I did too.
I am excited to see more of her. I'm excited that she has decided to tell her side of things. And there always is. There was three couples in the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
now
And
everyone's
I could
separated.
see like I could see denying all of that.
Yeah.
Whether, they didn't all sleep together, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I could see denying all of it for the
The
sake
cr-
of
the
like, wh why would you out us like that?
right, the crazy part that bugged me the most about the whole Chase and Dakota thing was that she was trying to throw her daggers in to get him to fucking back up, and he obviously wasn't catching that. Um, and then she's like, "That was the lowest part of your life. Like, are you sure about that? You really want to talk about something else?" And Dakota's like, "Well, then you have to say it." And she's like, "No, the fuck, I don't. I don't have to tell you anything, actually."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "And if this was my ex-husband, he would have been like, you don't have to fucking say a goddamn thing." And that's the
I
difference. You have to
loved that
have,
she said that
yes, you have to have
because,
somebody that's on your side. Whether you're together or not, the point is you have two children with your ex. You
yeah,
have one with Dakota. Dakota will throw you under the bus every fucking time. And
every
that's
time.
just, it's
He's
just so
shown that
sad. Yeah.
continuously.
Yeah, it's just so sad.
He did it while telling you he loves you and he wants you back, and all he wants to do is marry you and have this family
No, he
with you.
doesn't. No, he
And then
doesn't.
as soon as he got with a man, he fucking ganged up on you
Yeah, yeah,
and threw you right under the bus. Like,
absolutely. Your feelings
wild.
no longer mattered, and that's scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary. Layla got a boob job. She looks fabulous. Um,
Can I first mention before I forget? Because they
yes.
fucking did her dirty. And
Who,
I already
Layla?
texted you about this.
Yeah.
Her extensions showing in the in the background. What were they on? They were on a date. I'm like, all you can see
Hmm.
is all of it. And then I watched a TikTok and someone pointed out that almost every other girl, when they're from behind, it's blurred. Like, did they just forget to blur? Or what the hell why did they do that to her?
I don't
Ugh.
know.
But anyway, I do sometimes forget that Layla's there. So I'm glad that they showed her more in this season.
Hmm. I liked that she gave the text messages to Taylor, and I'm glad that she kind of stood up for her, but at the same time, she was just very confused of what was happening. She looked very puzzled
Yeah, but I
the whole
also,
time.
part of me feels like she gave the text messages up because to kind of save her own ass. She's like, like, yeah, I probably said some things in there, but like not as harsh as them. Like she
Right,
even handed over her phone and was like, I don't think that I said anything too harsh. Like,
right.
girl, like I usually like her, but in that moment, I would be appreciative of her giving me those texts. But I would also be like,
Honestly, if you if you look at it from not obviously Demi's side, but if you look at it
yeah,
from what it was and what we're shown, it does look like Taylor is having episodes. But the difference is that Dakota's the one that's causing these problems for her. And he
Yeah.
definitely tries to sabotage her at every fucking turn. And that's the crazier part. Like, it's not a
Yeah.
Taylor problem, it's a Taylor and Dakota problem. And it's actually just Dakota
It's
that's the
Dakota
problem.
who is like just dragging her down. Like,
Totally.
oh my gosh, he's just hanging on for dear life and it's
Yeah.
sick.
He's trying to do whatever he wants to do. But yeah, it's very telling how their relationship's going to be. Um, Tragic. It's going to be tragic.
Yeah.
Uh, Michaela and Macy, always love them. They're definitely my top five.
I yeah. Season 2, I was like, Michaela, good Lord.
Yeah.
But gained context with Whitney.
Yes. Yes.
Um, because
She's
I
not,
was
she has a
seriously like,
reason. It just wasn't shown of
yeah,
why. And she's like, it's been happening for so long. You're like, literally, well, what am I doing wrong? Well, let me tell you yet again what you're
yeah,
doing wrong.
yeah. And then she cries and leaves and does the same thing.
Yeah. So,
But yeah.
um,
So I'm glad I
Whitney,
gained that context so that I could like her again because I was like, don't make me be on Whitney's side. Like, come on.
as soon
You
as
know?
Whitney started being buddy buddy with Demi, that's when I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then okay, so then before we go there, and let's talk about Jen. Um, Poor
Yeah, we have
Jen.
to
I
talk about
have
that.
I have such empathy for her. Her
Yeah, I
husband is
want to save
gaslighting
her.
her. Yeah, her husband is gaslighting her. Her husband is literally, and my sister played devil's advocate while we were slaving these episodes. I'm not kidding. She
There's
was
no
like,
playing devil's advocate with him.
no, it's,
He's just horrible.
he is horrible. He's literally telling her that her friends are the problem. Yeah, they are a problem, but so are you. Like, you're a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's very clear on screen. He's trying to isolate her from her friends. He doesn't want her to have this career because he can't stand that she's the breadwinner. I mean, let's be honest. He can't stand that she's amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
But then whenever she stands up for herself, which is not very often,
Hmm.
I feel, then he freaks out because he's like, "Oh shit," like because he knows like where the fuck would he be without Jen? Like,
Married to someone else.
I mean,
The fact that they were separated, she got pregnant, and she's so
he also trapped
devastated.
her.
Yeah.
I
And
said
she was
that
so
Dakota trapped
devastated
Taylor
about it.
because
So devastated.
she knew she
She
was
knew.
trapped. And
Yeah.
now they're just this happy couple. I don't believe it. And I feel really
Here's
sorry
some
for
info about Chanel. No, it's
her.
super sad.
Yeah,
It's super sad. I feel really bad for her
because I was
because
annoyed with
she's
her
like
for a while.
she's straight up depressed in her pregnancy. It and on social media and on TikTok and stuff, it does look like she's doing a little bit better. Um,
But
but
can't everyone?
yes, just wait
I
till,
mean,
postpartum and when he when season
isn't
the
there
next season
for
come
her
out. Yeah.
again?
Yep.
Because let's be honest, right now she's pregnant. He's enjoying
It's
taking care of her
mhm.
because he doesn't have to do anything else because she provides
Nope.
all the money, she provides everything.
Yep.
So right now he's being this, I'm gonna do ketamine therapy, I'm gonna do couples therapy, whatever it is that she asks.
Hmm.
And then that baby's gonna come and she's gonna be breastfeeding or whatever. She's gonna be
What
doing
really,
nothing but
yeah,
all of
what
this.
really bugged me about Zach was that she said, I don't want to feel like my feelings aren't being hurt again. And he literally was like, I'm done with this.
Right.
We're not talking about it anymore. And
Yeah.
it's so minor. Why, if my in-laws told me that they were related to somebody, I'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
The fact that they played into it and she said it out loud and then got caught, that they got caught because they said it out loud, there's like no direct
Yes.
evidence. Does it really fucking matter?
Right.
No, that's their last name. It doesn't fucking matter. No one
I
cares.
saw a
Who
TikTok
cares?
and this girl was like, hear me out. the family has been saying that for years
Hmm.
without thought, you
Yeah.
know, things like that
Yeah. We're related to the
spiral.
Afflecks. Ha ha ha.
Right. And it's always said. So maybe that happened. And so, of course, Jen believed it. But then who would have thought they'd be on
A
TV and
TV
be
show. Yeah.
right? And then, of course, then maybe Ben Affleck would be seeing it.
Yeah.
And like,
Now they're like,
no,
oh,
I'm not related to them. Um, I think that that's exactly what it is. And he gaslighted the shit out of her. This is what the TikToker was saying, but I low-key
I mean,
agree.
I can
I
see
could
it.
see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's very
Like,
easy to be like, oh, yeah, we're related to them. Oh, no,
right.
actually, we're not. Stop saying that. What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
What, what do you mean? This has
he
been
also could have
years.
said anything. He could have joked about it and said it
Yeah,
in
we
a
were just
funny
pulling
way,
your leg.
whatever.
Yeah.
He could have said it off screen to her. Hey,
Hmm.
actually, no, that's not true. Like, don't say it like it's true. But instead, he chose to embarrass her
Hmm.
on
And then
TV.
then tell her friends that
Right.
she's a liar.
The same friends that called him a narcissist and an
Yeah.
abuser
Yeah.
believed him straight away. Like, I hope that
Yeah.
there's different footage that we did not see because what do you mean you believed him that quickly? You switched up that quick just because
I mean,
you're mad that she lied
is it
because she's,
organized religion that's making you believe
well,
that?
ugh, I hate religion and you know that. So,
I do. I know you do.
but
But okay, so then let's go to Whitney. Whitney got voted back into MomTok. She had to jump through some hoops. She basically said, I am who I am. I've always wanted to be a dancer, an actor, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go for the drama. I'm here for it.
which I do agree that she's good for
Totally.
the show. I mean, she brings an element like
It's
without
not the
Whitney,
best,
what
yeah.
would some of like there would be
Well,
half
when
a
Whitney
show.
wasn't there, they went after somebody else. They just bullied on somebody else.
Yeah,
So
very true.
I
Very true.
Jen shouldn't have been the victim of that.
No, they're mad about her lies, and they're not even seeing that she's lying to protect herself from her husband.
Yeah.
She doesn't want her husband mad at her. And
No,
whether that's an abusive thing, which it is in this case, very
it
clearly,
is. Yeah.
or if it's just a minor like whatever, whatever.
Hmm.
Hear your friend out and let her maybe explain without her husband there, or and maybe not on camera where she's gonna see or
Yeah.
he's gonna see because I mean they blew up a friendship because she lied about a couple things to
What friendship though? I mean, Demi was already doing cease and desist
well
letters and trying to
yeah
fucking do shit behind scenes, which is fine if
yeah
that's how you want to control the situation, your narrative, but it will come out.
I'm glad it came out too because
Yeah.
there was something seriously off this season with her. Like I'm like,
With
ew.
Demi, totally.
Like I
Uh,
didn't like her at all. And I was like racking my brain. I was like, why
what
and how did I
happened?
like
Yeah.
her season one? Like,
It was easy
and I
to. She
think she
was a
was
girl's
quieter
girl.
most.
Yeah, she was more back and she was more of a girl's girl.
She
And,
was more of a girl's girl. I
but
guess I
was
could just
she?
see parts of it. No, I
Yeah,
feel like it was so fake. It was
it
for the
was.
screen. She got too
Well,
comfy in season
I
two.
believe that Jessie is a girl's girl. She's like, I do everybody's
I
fucking hair. I do everybody's everything. I'm
I
here
do like
and
Jesse.
yeah, and she's like, I'm here doing this and this is what I want to do and it's my business and you're over here talking shit
I honestly think that I didn't like Jesse for a
because of
while
Demi.
because them as a duo, I did not
It's
like
hard.
at
Yeah,
all.
no.
And then
It's
once she separated from her, I was like,
because
once
you're like,
Jesse was
who's the shit stirrer and who's the one actually on the high horse? Well,
to me,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's just
Oh my
Demi.
God. She, and you can just see it. I don't know.
Yeah. I loved seeing Macy's side of her past history with Hudson's dad and going to visit the
That
parents.
was just so sad.
I just
I
sobbed.
hope that they somehow go elaborate. not into the sadness, but in her healing, I guess,
Well, I
in the
mean,
next season.
yeah,
But I really like Macy. And I
so do
feel like
I.
even rewatching, like I was not surprised by anything she ever said. Like she's been the same consistent good
Yeah,
person throughout the whole time, the whole
yeah,
series. So I really like her. She
same.
gives people too many chances, I think.
I think
And
she
she
just
admits that she
tries to,
doesn't like confrontation,
yeah.
which I can appreciate and respect. I don't usually like confrontation either, you know? That's why I'm just a little petty. But I mean, I will have confrontation if you.
I
I,
always have confrontation. I have no problem with
oh, I know.
confrontation.
I was told many times not to speak to you when I first when he was around.
Mhm.
How do
How's
you
that?
like her? I'm like, you guys probably just don't work. I don't
They don't. You're right.
know.
Nailed that one on the head.
See, we couldn't have a
Um,
show though either because would we come off as Demi? Like, oh my God. No,
I mean, probably
I
not.
would not.
No.
There's no chance.
Let's talk about the whole Jesus Christ. Saints and sinners thingy.
The party.
Uh-huh. So Taylor came in ready to be confrontational.
Oh, first off, yes, Taylor, coming in with those wings.
Yes.
She says, I'm gonna let everyone know that Demi is not the new leader. I'm here to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
Um, but I understand it because
Mm,
I can get to that level. Because like it takes a lot for me to get to that kind of pettiness where I'm like ready to go ruin someone's freaking night
yeah.
just to start a freaking, because she showed up there
Oh, she was ready
specifically.
to fight.
I
Yeah.
mean, she wanted to fight. She was gonna fight with someone. Um, so I think no one she should have had the support, first off, to not get to that level.
Yeah.
She has parents, sibling, a supposed man who loves her. I'm putting that in air quotes because he
Yeah.
absolutely does not.
No.
A big group of friends. And I don't know. I just feel like she was a little bit abandoned, and she has been, I
Uh-huh.
think. Um, but where was I going? My mom texted me, and I need to put my phone up because
You Saints and sinners. She came in hot, ready to go.
yes. Um, okay, my brain keeps going to the Halloween party. Is this before or after the Halloween party? Here's the
After.
timeline.
After. I don't know the
Okay.
time. So it's Halloween, then the Christmas party. Leanne showed up to the Christmas party, then they had the Saints and Sinners party, and
Okay.
then they had the Jay-Z and Baby Mama launch party, and then they had the ending, which was at Jesse's house.
See, my memory blurs everything together, and that is why I skip around. But I want to go back to the Halloween party
Yes.
with Demi
Yes.
and Zach. So first, Demi, he didn't shove you. I understand that man needed his ass beat.
Yeah.
But in this instant, like, you not instigated, I guess, but you did not tell your husband any detail of
No.
what actually
He
happened.
touched me.
Like what he put she said he put his hands on me. That could mean so many things.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course he's gonna just pop off and be angry. Like
I thought that he like smacked her booty,
I
but
thought that he brushed past her butt too, or like lower
but
back.
from what we heard, he only touched her arm.
Right.
And the only
That's
reason why I
coming
said
from
booty,
Michaela. No, not
yeah,
Michaela.
Macy,
The new girl.
Miranda.
Miranda. Oh my gosh.
Um,
Too many M's.
yeah. I thought that yeah, I thought he touched her booty because we all saw it was
It was the
out. It
low
was
touch,
yeah.
which
And
it
it
ended
was
up being
and
her
it
lower arm.
yeah, because it was but we did I mean, it wasn't on
Anyway,
camera. It never was
right,
shown.
right.
Um, yeah.
Which obviously was to leave us viewers
Wanting
wondering.
more, of
Like,
course.
because I was fired up and I wanted that man to be punched in the face. Like
Oh yeah.
because he
I
also
was like,
came there for a fight. Like
he was
he went
doing
there
this
for a
to
fight.
Taylor, and then all of a
Ugh.
sudden he's grabbing Demi, and I'm like, what the
He
this
abandoned his
guy?
own girlfriend that he brought
Yeah,
to the party.
yeah. She's like sobbing in the corner.
You're literally arguing with and over other women,
Yeah. Like,
multiple
what is
women,
happening?
because like
Your
Taylor's
ex-wife,
outing all these
yeah,
things,
your ex-wife is hugging your girlfriend, and you're like, you're fighting with people? Like, this
and
makes
you're
no sense.
arguing with the woman
Yeah,
that you told your ex-wife that you were in love with. Like,
yes,
man, get the fuck out.
seriously. But I'm glad he showed up, and I'm glad that we saw what we saw. And
Me too, because it
I
made
would
me
like
love
to,
Miranda more.
yeah, I want to see more of Miranda, and I want to see more of their dynamic as well. I think that that was just a very first time seeing each other.
It all
It
had to
was a
be heat of the
lot.
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was too much for that one episode. It should have been
Yeah. Because Miranda
brought in
was
more.
thinking of what is his name? Chase?
Hmm.
She did think of Chase. She was like worried. She was like, that should never have even happened. Like,
No,
so she did have empathy for him still. So that makes me feel like they have some sort of
yeah, he's not a.
goodish
I mean, I'm
co-parenting.
hoping he's not a shitbag. He just handled it wrong. You know,
He definitely
which
handled that wrong.
yeah. How would you have felt? Like your whole life got
No, yeah.
freaking flipped upside down because of one TikTok, and now all of a sudden you don't have your wife, you don't have your kids, you're in
Yeah.
a new relationship, and then now you're on a show and you're confronted by it. Obviously, people weren't thinking correctly.
But also, yeah, he should not have shown up. Actually,
Oh,
first off, he should not have been invited.
why was he invited?
Why
That's the
was he
bigger
invited?
for drama,
Exactly.
for
Exactly.
drama. There it is.
Wait, was it
And
at
they,
Demi's house?
yep.
It was. Ding, ding, ding. The light bulbs are going.
And then I love that we saw that Layla actually is Chase's ex-girlfriend as well. So she was like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
perfect. See?
Yes.
So you see all the dynamics of this. So you see the ex-girlfriend, you see the ex-wife, you see the new
So
girlfriend, and
he
you see
may
the
be a
ex.
fine dad and co-parent, but he doesn't seem to be a very good partner.
No, kind of makes bad decisions when it comes to that,
Right.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Back to Zach at the Halloween party.
Zach at the Saints and Sinners party. That's when they
Oh,
did this the the Chippendales reenactment, right?
no,
Or was that the
that
Halloween party?
Halloween party.
Okay, then okay, yes, Halloween party. Yeah, because they were all arguing downstairs. He, you could tell instantly. I was like, he is mad as hell.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
He blamed it on his feelings kind of being hurt by the men, by his friends, air quote, not warning him or whatever, and like kind of pulling a prank on him. No, I think he immediately felt on the outs, almost
Hmm.
as like he was a kid, like,
Hmm.
like not being picked for kickball or something. And his ego was immediately bruised. He had to take her spot.
Uh-huh.
But
Instantly. He's my buddy.
his ego was instantly bruised. She was a good sport. Obviously, she was very nervous.
Hmm.
She very much was uncomfortable and
Oh,
knew that
totally.
he was going, like, she was going to pay for it later. Like,
Yeah.
and I think obviously he kept his cool somewhat on camera, but you can't hide the faces.
No.
He was so tense.
Yeah. He was
He was
mad.
so angry about it. He really was. He
Yeah.
hated it.
Well, and then we didn't know that Jen got informed and that that was going to happen. They didn't tell her
Yes.
the whole spiel about it, which is fine.
Which I wanted to say, I feel, I kind of feel like she wants to be this fun girl. That is her. She's like, yes, Chippendales, let's do the reenactment. Hee hee ha ha. And then she's in the realization with him in front of her.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh no, this is not gonna be good, you know?
No. She knew that if she told him something was going to happen about Chippendales, he wouldn't have come.
They
And
wouldn't
then
have,
that, yeah, and
yeah,
then she
she
wouldn't have
wouldn't have
been able
come.
to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he would have been like, you're choosing them again over me.
Right.
So it would have been a thing. I can totally see that. I think that when he agreed to exposure therapy, she went and said, "Perfect, this is a good exposure therapy
Yes, which that was
for
not
you."
on the show. That wasn't on the show,
No, it
right?
wasn't, but
That was after.
that was on TikTok,
And they
and
went to the actual Chippendales,
yes,
which
and we
he
did
did seem to
better.
take it better, but it's also their own TikTok, so they can edit it how they want. But
I highly doubt he was just sitting there pissed off, you know?
yeah, because he would have left. I don't think they would have stayed for the whole season.
I honestly hope that if this is the life that Jen wants, I hope that she does get her feelings heard. She
Yeah,
does get things normalized. She does get things the way she needs it to be, especially with them welcoming in another child. They have
yeah,
3 children. Like there's no escaping this. This is their life. This is what it's going to happen. That's dad, that's mom. It is what
right.
it is now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Um,
appreciate absolutely.
I hope that he does realize, hey, just because you're a Mormon doesn't mean you have to live under a rock.
Right. And doesn't mean that the wife needs
It's
to be
submissive.
this little submissive, you know.
If my husband wanted me to be submissive, I'm the wrong girl. First
Yeah.
of all,
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
person.
Listen,
Yeah.
do I stay home? Am I
My
a
husband
homemaker?
chose
Technically, sure. But
fine,
is the house
maybe.
a mess half the time and I'm in the garden that
Not
he
even.
built me
Yeah.
after hours of him putting in hard work outside, hard labor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just never gonna happen. Braden
yeah.
doesn't My husband does not want to make decisions on things. Um, he either wants me to talk him into something or he wants me to talk him out of something.
Yeah.
I never know which one he wants. I'm like, what do you want? You tell
Yeah.
me.
Tell me what I'm supposed to be telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I have
You
no
just have
idea
to
what
be
you
his
just
brain out loud.
rambled at me. Yeah. What did you just say to me? What? Um, I did like that Layla got to the bottom of the whole Demi and Jesse thing and the what's his
She's
name?
kind of our little investigator.
Yeah. What's his name? His name.
I honestly,
Marciago. No.
yes, Marciano with an N.
Marciano. Yes.
Yeah. Which
Um,
I
I
have a
want to
hard
know
time
more.
believing him.
No, yeah, my sister's like, he's a liar. He's lying right
He
now.
looks like a clout chaser. Like you can see how he's speaking. But then
Hmm.
I saw a TikTok where the lying could be that it is actually Demi,
Oh, I believe it's to me
but
100%.
they're blaming it on Jesse
Hmm.
because they know it's not true. So it's not like, it's another clout thing. It's a whatever.
Yeah.
And of course,
I
Demi doesn't want to be in trouble.
yeah.
But
I I found it very interesting that she said a 47-year-old loser who doesn't have a job is asking my husband for $10,000 to pay his bills.
hmm yeah,
Hmm.
yep. And I believe it. No offense. I understand there's certain age gaps that are fine.
Yeah, who cares though? That's not the point. The point
But
is that he's looking shady as fuck and so is
there's
she.
telltales though.
Yeah, and they're desperate to hide their information.
Oh,
Desperate.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They
Hmm.
know. They know
They know.
that they are wrong.
Yeah. I just hope that it comes out a little bit faster and that we find out what happened
Yeah,
sooner than
because
later.
season 3 needs to come out quicker
Or
than
like a
season
second
2.
half of season 2, you know? Like let's go. Wrap it up.
Yeah, but season 2 had a little more episodes than season 1, I think, right?
2 extra
So,
episodes. Yep.
so I don't think that they're gonna do that.
Well, one can hope.
Yeah, maybe they get the hang of things now and
Maybe.
they'll just pump out season 3. Because like
Hopefully.
we'll need to see Jen's baby and Macy's baby.
Mhm.
We forgot that Macy's pregnant. I forgot Macy's pregnant.
I did not. I'm
I
excited
also
for
did
them.
not
They're
realize that
both
Macy
having
was a,
girls.
oh yes, but I didn't realize that Macy was a professional tennis player.
I told you that.
I didn't remember that.
She was a
I saw that
D1.
on TikTok and I was like, huh, interesting.
She was a Division I tennis player in college, and then she got pregnant sophomore year with her son Hudson, and then um, her boyfriend, baby daddy, died, and everything was tragic, and she went back to doing it. And I love her backstory. I mean, it's tragic, and I get it, and I think that's
Yeah.
why I sympathize for it because there's nothing
And she's still a
more.
kind person. Like,
Yeah. Like, what
you
are you
know,
gonna do? What are you gonna do? And the fact that her husband like fully took on Hudson as his own, and
yeah.
I mean that
Yeah.
right there, it says speaks volumes for him because it's not easy raising other people's children, and it's really hard to accept them as your own, especially when you have your own, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just watching Hudson's face when he found out he was having another little sister, he was just so heartbroken. All he wanted was a little brother.
Oh, I saw
Poor guy.
that. Oh
Poor
my God.
guy.
I
I'm
saw
like,
that.
oh, poor buddy.
He's like, I'm outnumbered.
Yeah.
It's so
But
funny.
I mean, he uh he's gonna be a strong kid for it. And I really, really, really like their relationship. And I
Yeah.
really we need to talk about them voting in Whitney, obviously, because we have 3 minutes left. So they voted in Whitney, and then in that same sentence, Taylor said, "Now let's talk about Demi." And Demi's like, "Well, you can't vote me out," which that was
Yeah.
her whole goal on Taylor.
Yeah.
So,
What do you mean we can't vote you out? Why can you vote me out,
yeah, yeah,
but you can't vote
projecting
you out?
much. She didn't
Oh,
say that. Projecting much. I loved that. That was just fabulous. And then the fact that no one stood up for Demi. Why would they? She's a bully.
I
She's
mean, I
not,
think that speaks volumes. If Macy doesn't stick up for you,
no
I
one
mean,
stuck up for you. Not even your bestie Whitney.
yeah.
And Jessie was pissed and she's like, look, you keep talking shit about me.
I mean, you're affecting my business.
Exactly. That's her
I mean,
livelihood.
why would you ever, I don't know. You never say go to someone else. What do you mean?
No,
She does your
absolutely
hair
not.
for free, and you're
Yeah.
telling someone to not go to her and give
Yeah.
her money?
That's
Like,
absolutely crazy. Absolutely not.
absurd.
Not
No.
happening. But I loved that. And I love that she walked out. And I love that no one cared.
Yeah. Okay, name your three top favorites.
Macy, Michaela, Taylor.
I have
And
Macy.
that's not in a particular order. It's just those three.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I think
I like Jesse. I like all of them,
yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
Demi's at
most
the
of
bottom
them.
now. Yeah. I mean, if we have to go through it, it would probably be Taylor, Macy, Michaela, Jesse, Layla, Miranda, Demi, Whitney.
See, I think Miranda's one of my favorites, but also I think we need to see more from her,
We do
honestly.
need to see more from her, but
But I appreciate all of her honesty coming
correct.
in,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's
Clout
like, yeah,
chasing or
I
not,
left because
this,
it affected my marriage and I'm no longer married and
I'm
I'm
all
gonna
that.
own that and I'm here now.
Exactly.
So,
So let us know what you guys think about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.